Well, it is an absolutely beautiful day in early April. I'm in Central Oregon. I wanted to zip out for one quick little camping trip before I have to go down to Klamath Falls for yet another week to do some work at my dad's property. So my schedule has been pretty compressed pretty much all of 2025. My dad has been back out of the hospital for a couple of months now and doing much better. I am helping him out with some things at his property that he is eventually going to sell. And because that is several hours from Eugene, I pretty much go and take a week-long chunk at a time to go down there and take care of some things. My son Colin has been coming along with me and helping on those trips as well. So like I mentioned, next week will be a whole other week of being down in Klamath Falls and not out camping and exploring or whatever. So I wanted to slip a little trip in here. A few weeks ago, you might have seen the video that I posted about ways that I stay safe when I'm out traveling solo. And that video got a ton of really useful comments. I apologize, I have just been too busy to go in and address all of the many comments on that video, but there were a lot of additional extra suggestions beyond what I talked about. So many that I think I will follow up with a second video that is going to just address all of the many excellent points you guys raised. So I really appreciate that. Now, I don't think I'm gonna camp here in this spot. I kind of didn't follow my own advice from that video, and I did not push very far past the nearest town. This is a little area that I often pass through without really checking out campsites. And it's beautiful, these meadows and this sort of sparse ponderosa forest. I really like this sort of environment, but I'm already stumbling onto an awful lot of camps that don't look like they're just people like me out enjoying the weekend. The nice thing about this Central Oregon forest is that you can see through it at quite a distance. So a lot of times I can tell there's no point in turning up this road because, yeah, there is somebody. And I thought this camp spot that I rolled into here looked pretty isolated at a glance. I couldn't see anyone. But then when I was talking to you over there, I realized I could see something, another trailer or something right over there in that way. So I think I'm gonna push a little further up into the mountains and just go ahead and get a little more remote.
I'm on a road I've driven many times over the years, and I've always wondered what was up this little trail. Somehow every time I drive past this trail, I'm on my way to meet somebody, or there's still a little too much spring slush to be going up an off-camber hillside. Always some reason to not drive up it, and the years have just gone by. So I'm so glad to finally poke up in here and see what I find. times that I've sort of glanced at the map at this little trail in the past, I was always under the impression that it kept going up this hill, but we've sort of dropped back down, and I did not expect this to stumble into a little campsite like this.
It's still a little early to make camp for the night, but I am ready for my afternoon nap. This is a pleasant spot to doze off to the sound of the creek.
Well, catching that glimpse of the mountains reminded me of a spot that Colin and I found years and years and years ago in the Forester. This campsite up on top of a butte that just had this great view of the mountains. And it's sort of, I have to push it a little further out here, but that at least, that'll get me even more remote. I should have no worries at all about rolling up on anybody in their campsite.
I think that's the butte we went up, if I can find the trail.
Okay, no, I was wrong. That was the wrong hill. This is the next little one down the road. It's got more trees on it.
Wow. What an absolutely amazing panorama. You can't even see it all in this shot. Standing here in this one spot, we can see Black Butte, Broken Top, the Three Sisters, Mount Washington, Three Finger Jack. Off that way, oh, can't quite see it through the trees there. There's one more mountain. I think we're gonna have to go and get a look at it because it's the most glorious of them all. Wow. So when Colin and I, as very inexperienced backcountry campers, tried to camp up here, it seemed like a great spot, but we are up on this ridge and the wind came up in the evening, and it was early enough in the year that we were still allowed to have campfires, but we were not comfortable with the way the wind was stirring up the campfire. So we decided to pack up camp, go back down the hill and find someplace a little more sheltered to camp. Now that drive down this road, curling down around the edge of the butte there in the dark, was the moment where I realized, oh, that's why people have so many off-road lights. As I was making that drive down there in the dark and trying to see where that edge was, I was like, you cannot have too much light.
Well, this time of year, you can't even consider trying to collect firewood in Western Oregon, but out here, there's lots of dry stuff in this old burn. And I found some wood that is up off the ground, so I'm just gonna cut some and see if I can get that to burn tonight.
I'm just gonna throw this in the truck and cut it up later wherever I end up camping. And I've got one last mission here to get a look at that other mountain I mentioned.
So that is that last mountain that we couldn't see from that other butte. That's Mount Jefferson. That's actually the second highest peak in Oregon. It's been so many years since I've been out here. In my head, I was thinking about that photo of my forester on this road. And I was like, oh man, I just want to go and see that view again. Now, what time is it? Oh, it's like 5:30. I gotta buckle down and find some place to camp. If I remember right, I think there's a little trail up here that goes up to a campsite. It is Friday. I hadn't really seen anyone today, but I just started seeing more people on the road, like camping people, people with rooftop tents or whatever. So hopefully I'm the first one up this trail to this campsite. Okay, well I am about 2 miles out to the end of this dead end spur. I did actually stumble on some guys camping out here. Kind of looks a little sketchy.
I'm not sure I approve of this.
Come on, Dwight, we got someone to meet. Ben, but wait, who's this?
Many of you saw my April Fool's Day video a couple weeks ago where I poked a little fun at Jason and his new puppy. But truly, Ben is adorable, and who wouldn't frolic with a little pup like this?
You're even cuter in person.
You may have recognized Scott from other videos, including helping me work on the old Mazda truck. And yeah, I did know Jason and Scott were camped up here. Otherwise, I certainly would have zipped back to that sweet creekside spot I found earlier today.
So if you caught my episode a couple weeks ago when I was in the Coast Range, and it was dinner time, and I said this is going to be one of those episodes that has a cooking segment in it. This is going to be one of those episodes where I reheat some leftover takeout. I didn't even bring the big stove, I didn't bring the table. We are just going to cook on this thing. It's pad thai from Tara Rin in downtown Eugene. Tasty.
trying to, like, just sit here working right now. Well, this canister does have fuel in it, but it's so cold this morning. We're down below freezing, and it's just not flowing.
Like clockwork. No, you did a Sunday yet.
After a day of both new discoveries and retracing my steps from the forester days, capped with a pleasant evening with friends, this turned into a truly enjoyable excursion. But other tasks await me this week, so once again, it's time to air up and head home.